The 10 race chase for the Cup continues onwards, and we're heading to Talladega. I kind of forgot to do something though at the end of the last episode, so we're going to go ahead and jam that in now. Forgot to go ahead and throw a bunch of our parts and pieces in for overhaul for the speedways. Why overhaul, you might be wondering? We're going to probably need these down the line, and I think overhauling them, since they're speedway stuff, will come in handy, especially because we're looking at a very good increase in power and efficiency on the engines. So we got plenty of time to do this, and we got to do it before it's too late, especially considering we have a short track coming up and we got a road course coming up in the chase. So a lot is left to play for. Now that we've taken care of that fun stuff, I am very aware that currently right now our sponsors aren't too happy. So I need to put on a good show at Talladega. So expect me to probably see if I can get to the front and stay at the front. Or hopefully we can qualify up front and finally put this bad qualifying streak behind us. So the chase is very important. I'll see you guys when we prepare the race car. So we went ahead and built the race car. It's the super speedway car that we've had just kind of in the shop for a while. Hopefully this means that we'll look pretty well and pretty good. I'm hoping. But it's Talladega, and anything can happen in Talladega. Just like it can happen in Daytona, just like it can happen in Tiburon. Anything can happen. This is probably the biggest wild card of all. Talladega. So we're going to start up very high up near the wall, just above the white line at the top of the racetrack. Qualifying at these big tracks is pretty boring because there ain't much to talk about outside of maybe we can just discuss points. You know, points are very important for everybody. It's going to be one heck of a race, in my opinion. I feel like today's race will potentially set us up for who could be our champion. 27th on the first lap. I ran as high as I could to get as much speed as possible. And there's like a 1 or 2 mile per hour difference, and that makes a huge difference when sailing off in turn 1. This game actually doesn't do the banking at Talladega justice. I've been to Talladega, rode alongside one of the drivers in the field, which ironically is Daniel Suarez. Rode along with him around the racetrack in an SUV of all things, and it felt like we were about to roll down the hill. Coming to the line. I'll take second place. About time we got back in the top 5. Woo!
Welcome to today's NASCAR Winston Cup Series event, the EA Sports 500, live on MRN from the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. We should be in for quite a show today, Barney.
Let me sum it up for you all. 2.6 miles, 4 lanes, 190 miles an hour. Just doesn't get much better. Let's just hope these guys can stay out of the big one.
The NBC car seems to always finish in the top 10.
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
Green flag. I'm gonna go ahead and let Kurt Busch go, so I can move down as fast as possible to cut off Jeff Gordon before he, door slams me. And from here on, we're just gonna ride with Kurt Busch. We got 37 laps, no real rush outside of maybe leading a lap. I'm gonna let Kurt get the first lap because he did kind of work with me to get down the track. So I'm gonna let him lead a lap, and then I'm gonna go by, lead myself a lap. And after that, I'll be fine because I haven't led a lap yet in the chase. And I think that's also what's affecting things, is that when you don't lead a lap, you're not gaining those 5 or 10 extra bonus points. These other guys are getting 5 and 10s even when they're not winning. This is just a tip of the cap to the Ford guy. I see Kevin Harvick up here trying to rebound from his debacle at Dover. If I can get a good run on Kurt Busch, I'll go by him for a lap. There we go. Got a good run on the help of Jeff Gordon. I cleared myself on Kurt Busch. It actually wasn't clear. I actually don't want Jeff Gordon to lead a lap, but I feel like I'm going to have no choice but to let him go by. I'll do it on the backstretch. I'll drop back. I'm really proud of Jimmy Johnson for winning that race at Dover. Okay, I'm gonna drop back. I'm gonna stay below the yellow line.
Stay focused. You get the lead back. Okay, we're clear.
And I'm gonna come back up a bit. Okay, we're in a good spot now. It's all about fuel mileage today. Oh, Gordon wasn't going to door slam me. He's like a negative 40 rival. He's a baby rival again.
You've caught the leader. Be patient with the pass.
Mark Martin is the one who would door slam me, though. I'll work with Kevin Harvick here.
29, no one inside.
I was working with Kevin Harvick until Mark Martin kept, jamming on the brakes for a second there. So we're in the ride around and just wait stage of the race. What's the over under on Mark Martin losing an engine, by the way? I'm sorry. I said something and I just realized he's leading and he's blown his motor at the restrictor plates every other time we've been. So what is y'all's take? Over under, he's gonna blow his motor today.
49, 75. Keep coming. We're getting there.
I'll work with him. I'll work with him.
The 6 car is trying a block.
Let me get him at least off of like an 80. If we can bring him down from 80, I think that'll be fine. All right, keep in mind, folks, we are not allowed to do the 2-stop cheese. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you pit for tires, right sides only in full tank and or left sides only in full tank, because the AI is not smart. I mean, they've gotten smarter, but they're still not smart to not fall for that. So we're not going to do the 2-tire cheese. If we come down and get tires, we're getting all 4. We're getting fuel. We're getting all our fuel. Things like that. We're not going to do any cheaty moves today. Okay. Goal is to run this straight up against the AI. All right, pit stops have begun. Mark Martin's peeled off. I'm gonna keep working with Jeff Gordon here. Not because I want to, but because fuel is important. I got 1.7 left.
We can pick up some more spots. We can't lead laps with no fuel. Pit now.
Looks like Jeff Gordon might be coming down pit road this time by. I'm only in the end car to see how much fuel we have. If we drop below 1.0, which it looks like we are. Yeah, it looks like we are dropping below. Yeah, we're at 1.0. All right. Hustle it down, 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 slow it down, whoa it up, whoa it up, whoa it up. Okay. 4 tires, full tank. Looks like Ryan Newman isn't coming off of pit road. He may have blown his engine. This is this is a car that we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen a clean car in a while. Oh, come on. Really? We finally have an error, issue on pit road. Haven't had an issue most of the season, and there's the issue. I got Brian Vickers outside. I have no idea why Ricky Craven almost just stopped in the middle of the, stopped right there. He almost stopped, I guess. So we can go about 13 laps. So I guess the next pit stop for us would be lap 26. I'm actually impressed. No one has actually had an accident yet or a mistake on getting on pit road. We've always had a caution lately. Let me get to Jeff Gordon's bumper, hopefully. Can't run by myself for too long. Need that aerodynamic help. All right, I'm here to Jeff Gordon. We can just kind of relax now, guys. I'm actually more impressed that we got on and off pit road safely. We can complete this race on 1 pit stop, on 1 more. And I'm thinking if I come down, it's got to be no tires. But then again, if I come down and get no tires and I have a huge run or a huge lead, I put myself and make myself susceptible to running out of fuel later on. I think it'll be 4 tires and fuel. Also, I can't keep letting Jeff Gordon lead laps, but I don't have any extra draft support right now. But I will go and challenge for at least another lap here. Yeah, I'm gonna let Jeff Gordon go by. I just wanted to make sure I led another lap here before just tucking back in. Fuel saving is important. Situation rep. is 23 laps in, and we're second. And we're still behind Jeff Gordon. We've got at least 5.7 over third. I believe it is beginning to kind of shrink as they were beginning to break away from the guys behind them. But other than that, me and Jeff Gordon, we're just kind of hanging out. We're just two chill dudes just out here up in the front. Make that 6 seconds now.
Let's get after these guys now. Leader's right there. He slips up.
We do have some cars coming down pit road. I mean, if that's the case, they're going to be at least 1 lap short.
That was your fastest lap so far. All clear, buddy. Try to keep him behind you.
We got some chase cars now a lap down. Got a lot of cars in the pack kind of split up into little sub packs. I think to make sure we're good to go, I think I'm going to stay out maybe 1 extra lap. Because right now we're already about to hit 26. Can't believe Jeff Gordon thought the same. Got another car with a blown engine, guys.
49-19. Running strong. Now let's work our way
Oh no, it's Bobby Labonte. He was up here in the top of the field. I don't think he blew his engine. I think what happened was that he came off pit road and he's by himself. I can't go any longer with Jeff Gordon. If I stay with him, I'm gonna run out of fuel. Would rather not, as we see more cars just slowly making their way to pit road. Here we go. Fuel tank almost empty. Get it slowed down. Get it slowed down. 4 tires and fuel, just in case a caution comes.
here at the pit stall if this is a scheduled or unscheduled stop, but he definitely needs to come in and make some changes here at this stage of the race.
As the driver hits his mark, the crew goes to work on his car. They really need a good stop now. It looks like it's going to be fairly routine so far. 4 tires going on the machine. Also putting in 1 can of gas. Looks like only a half a can on the second. 4 tires and 1.5 cans of fuel.
Held up by the 4 car bit.
Off. 86, 36. Okay.
We should be good to go on fuel from here. But I am by myself. I'm really surprised no cautions have come out for pit road mistakes and issues and people getting on the pit road. This is actually impressive. I've been running out front too long. I'm really concerned about how much fuel we've used, so caution's out. Never mind. I was about to say, hey, I'm slowing down to Jeff Gordon. Caution's out. The 09 car gets loose, and he's okay. He looks like he's okay.
Good lap. Keep hitting those marks.
It's a shame he spun out, but I mean, he's okay. Which means this is now going to be a brand new race, and I am second in the standings behind Jeff Gordon. I believe he has the most laps led.
Paces the field back as we get ready for the restart. Green flag is in the air. They have been
I missed a shift.
Number 24 is looking to pass.
Okay, wasn't that bad of a shift that I missed. Jeff Gordon needs to go backwards, so call it controversial if you want. I'm going to work with Joe Nemechek. I need Jeff Gordon to go backwards. Joe Nemechek trying to sell me a dummy on that one. He went left, he went right. He's looking. I can't make the move down. Yeah, I can't go back down.
Number 16 is down low.
Greg Biffle was already there.
Nothing damage. Keep digging, buddy.
Me and Greg Biffle got into each other.
Still there. Keep patient. You've got the lead. Clear all around.
I didn't expect him to come up. He came up.
1 is down low. 56, 96.
The 01 and 18 are with me. 41 is now in fourth. Greg Biffle is still fifth.
The 1 car is still there. Number 18 is right behind you. Okay, we're back in second.
Joe Nemechek getting past is good for me because I can use him as a draft, and that means I can set him up. So I'm pulling away from Bobby Labonte with Joe Nemechek's help. What is in this 01 car at restrictor plates? Like, is it a bigger motor? Is it, like, what is it?
50, 41.
Come on, buddy. Push it. We can pick up some.
Joe Nemechek got into the wall.
Right there.
I can use that to capitalize. Got the run. Slingshot to the inside. Clear. Now I can block. I'm blocking. Blocking low. Blocking middle. I think I've got it. Checker flag. Oh, it feels good to get back in the victory lane, especially in the chase. And Jeff Gordon is not in the top 10.
The lead changed hands quite a bit, didn't it, Barney?
Yeah, all those guys led laps, but the only one that really matters is the last one. It's kind of a save the best for last type deal.
The NBC car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
I'm not sure how all this got started, but now that they have a little history on the track, it'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
All right, so we've completed the EA Sports 500, and that means a ton to me. Why? Because we avoided having too many cautions. We didn't have any crazy cautions, minus the 09 car, and I wound up winning the race, which is huge for us. You know, it's really good. It has 16 lead changes in the race, and that's actually pretty good, all things considered. The lead changes doesn't actually just equate to people who led a lap. There could be multiple lead changes at the front just because, and it will count it as a lead change as long as the car is listed as first at any given point. So nice to see that we had 16 different leaders at some point in the race. I did finish first, Joe Nemechek second, Bob Labonte third, Matt Kenseth, Mark Martin, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip, Casey Mears, Greg Biffle, and Brian Vickers ran out your top 10. I am not sure what happened to Jeff Gordon, but he went from up near the front with me to 15th. I said I needed him to lose a spot. That man lost more than just a spot, and that's really good for me in the chase. I think that now puts me at the front or back at the front, which is good. Kurt Busch had a bad day today. Dale Jarrett had a bad day. Rusty Wallace, Casey Kane, Jeff Burton had a bad day. Jimmy Johnson had a bad day. I mean, I'm seeing some names down near the bottom of the standings that shouldn't be down there usually. Ryan Newman is the one who DNF'd. Looking back at how many people or who led what laps, Jeff Gordon led the most laps with 11. I led 9. Mark Martin led a lap. Kevin Harvick did. Scott Riggs led 3. Greg Biffle, Bob Labonte, Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek did also led laps. Joe did not have a great day. Started 39th, finishing 33rd. So I guess we have to do a little bit more work on Joe's car at these restrictor plate races, but it's okay. I started second, finished first. That's all that really mattered. I'm really happy about it. And that now means we can go look at the point standings, and I feel like we're in a good spot. Also, we made our freaking sponsors happy today, which means they shouldn't want to leave me now, right? Hopefully. Let's go back to Georgia and relish in this win. After briefly losing the championship lead, I'm back at the top with Kurt Busch second, Jeff Gordon being third, Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Burton, John Andretti, Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett, and Casey Kane rounding out the top 12. It seems like 3 more guys mathematically right now, actually 4 if you count Tony Stewart. It's like 4 guys are kind of, if the championship were to go to the last race right now, these 4 guys would basically be eliminated. They're in no mathematical competitional chance of catching up. Casey Kane being one of them, bright star, but I guess the big lights are a little bit too big for him. Same with Dale Jarrett. Jarrett getting into the chase as the last wild card winner was huge for him. It just doesn't seem like that Robert Yates power plant is able to keep up with everybody else at this point. John Andretti is slowly drifting into obscurity again, but we'll never know how things turn out because we got Kansas next for the Banquet 400. I'm looking forward to the next couple of races. We do have some races left to go in the season. The championship is far from sealed up for anybody. If you like today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the other side of all this for Kansas. Be easy, everybody.